jersey over here that's signed by Muggsy Bogues
Whoa.
is
Let's
a
see it.
Wake Forest jersey. So let me give me a second here.
A number
and I'll
14. Yeah. The
It's an extra small, right?
it's gotta be. It is. Zach Lowe was talking about this in a recent podcast, but the fact that he was 5'3". Wow, look at that
Wow.
beauty.
It's got it framed and everything.
Look at that.
And
Yeah,
the
this
old
is-
Wake Forest, like true yellow. I know they
Yeah.
call that gold, but that looks yellow to me.
Yeah, the old gold, man.
Old
That's-
gold and black, Muggsy
Yeah.
Bogues, signed by Tyrone. I got this from my brother-in-law for a birthday gift, and it is my most proud possession that I have.
That's
so
awesome.
not only is this a Wake Forest connection here, but a Charlotte Hornet legend.
Yes, in a denizen of Charlotte, as are the rest of you guys too, which is cool. So yeah, Muggsy's a legend. I grew up going to his basketball camp out in Forsyth County, and yeah, I mean he's one of certainly the pillars of that program. So glad to get a Muggsy dropped on a crossover episode here with Wake and the Hornets.
Well, speaking of Charlotte, Tom, and before we get into some basketball discussion, I wanted to get your thoughts on some of your favorite spots to eat in Charlotte. Now's not the time to go around and experiment with everything that's going on, but do you have any like hidden gems or go-tos that you always go to a lot to eat?
Oh man, that's a great question. So I am really worried about the restaurants here in Charlotte because just the COVID pandemic, and it's so hard for restaurants in town. Some places that I go to, I live in Elizabeth, so I'm pretty much on the line of Plaza Midwood. So I love walking over to Soul Gastro Lounge it's a great spot. It's cool. There's a giant peacock on the wall. They have DJs every once in a while to give you kind of this like loungy feel. It's really good food. Also really like just down the street is Midwood Smokehouse, which is kind of an institution here in Charlotte. Also a big fan of the beer stores that we have in town. So whether it's Hop Shop or whether it's shout out to Salute over there in Noda. Jason does an amazing job there, and they've got lots of Hornet stuff on the walls. If you ever like want to go on a nostalgia like 90s, just walk. You don't even have to like alcohol. Just go to Salute, the beer store there, and it is incredible.
Huh. I'm not heard of that place, so I'll definitely check it out. But let's shift our focus to the Hornets, and I'm sure you don't have the opportunity to talk about them a ton on a national stage. And they've probably gotten some flack in recent years about how they've drafted. But having said that, the past couple of years under Kupchak, they seem to have found some success in the drafting department, having drafted PJ Washington and Cody Martin. And then a couple of years ago, they drafted Miles Bridges and Devontae Graham. From a national perspective and your perspective, what is kind of like the overall stance of where the Hornets are and what direction they're at as an organization? Do people think that they're, several years away, or do they just feel like it's going to be 5, 6, 7 years down the road before they can even, form a team that's competitive?
Yeah, I think because of how good James Borrego has done, I don't know your guys' personal impressions of him, but I really like the way he's improved the shot selection of the team. I really like how hard these guys play. The defense needs to be improved, but I don't think they have as much perimeter stoppers as you need to do that. I mean, Devontae Graham has had an outstanding three-point shooting breakout season there. Needs to really work on his finishing. I've talked to JB, the coach, a while about that. But there's some bright spots on this team. Is anyone on this roster someone that you can point to and say future all-star? I think they're still searching for that player. I think PJ Washington is my favorite prospect on the team. I think he's got to improve his rebounding a little bit more, but I think that'll come through. I think at Kentucky, when he was at Kentucky, he showed a lot. He was way more versatile on the Charlotte Hornets team than I expected him to be. And what I watched a lot, my wife is a big UK fan, so I watched a lot of PJ at college. And I think he's got more to his game than what he showed this year, even more than what he showed. So I think that there's some really nice pieces, and Cody, the Martin twins, the brothers there are just they're fun to watch. I think there's a lot of diamonds in the rough on this team. They just got to find that all-star. And I don't know.